You see? You see what is happening in the north? Hoisting the Russian flag. Is that what we want? Mind you, whatever happens in the north can get to you. I preached against violence and ignorant Nigerians said, oh, it's because I'm privileged, it's because I'm opportune. Yes, the fact remains that I am privileged and opportuned. But that doesn't stop me from understanding that my nannies needs to be paid extra. Or stop me from understanding that my gate man or my cooks needs to be well catered for because of insecurity and extra bills to be paid in Nigeria. The point remains that Nigeria cannot be changed in a day. And not by one man. I am not speaking for the government. Neither am I speaking for you people to love me because I don't need it. I am just stating the obvious facts. And that's the truth. The earlier we all realize that this protest is turning to something else, the better for us all. And that's it.
One of the politicians I love so much is Prince Nnamdi. Nnamdi is my senator. The man has been trying, little by little. The man is trying his best. I'm not close to politicians because I'm one of their most critics. But Nnamdi is trying. You know why I'm saying this? If you are a wife to a politician, not his aide, aide is different. Maybe spokesperson is different. Social media handler is different. But when you are a wife to a politician, you should know how to talk in the public. Now, when I took time to analyze what Regina Daniels said, and she was talking from what is in her mind. Now, nobody could have challenged her opinion from what she's saying, because it's her opinion, she's entitled to it. But how could it be that she said ignorant Nigerians? Who are the ignorant Nigerians? You mean we that are protesting are ignorant Nigerians, right? I think Regina Daniels should tender apologies to Nigerians. The earlier, the better. As I said before, me, I like Nnamdi, you understand, and I like the man so much. Not that I have contact with the man or I do talk with the man. No, I don't talk with the man. The first time I met the man, that was when I was in school, when they came to Azagbo Washuku, when they were doing campaign, whether he was coming up for Senate that time with Okowa, if I'm not mistaken, under Ogboru party then, something like that. So I don't have contact with the man at all. But what I'm trying to say is that let Regina Daniels don't use her words to rob her husband. If she used her words, her statement to rob her husband, it's not going to be fun, it's not going to be good. People are angry. There is a way you can use to influence people to talk to the protesters. You can talk to them in another way, they will understand your life. Because as far as I'm concerned, Regina Daniels has a message, but she don't know how to pass the message. And that is why it's important. Even as Regina Daniels is, you're supposed to have maybe a social media handler that when you want to say something, you consult the person. When you want to write something, ask them to write it for you. When you want to say something, tell them to tell you what to talk and what to say, because people will use anything you are saying against you. Forget about that. Everything is okay with you, but let me tell you, everything that goes up must surely come down. Do you know, Regina Daniels, do you know that some persons have not eaten for 4 days? Do you know that some persons don't know where their next meal is going to come from? You said Nigeria is not going to change in one day. Is that the issue? No, that is not the issue. Before our very own eyes, the government is impoverishing the people, bringing false policies, lying to the people, paying subsidy at the back of the people, increasing fuel price, devaluing naira, and so on and so forth. The minimum wage is nothing to write about, and people are angry about all these things. You are saying Nigeria is not going to be changed in one day. Is there any attempt to change Nigeria at all? There is no attempt to change Nigeria at all. To talk about that Nigeria will change one day. There has not been any attempt to change Nigeria. That's what I'm talking. If there is any attempt to change Nigeria, yes, so there is an attempt for Tinubu to change Nigeria, even though Nigeria cannot be changed in one day. But there is no attempt. Tell me one attempt to change this country. Where is the attempt? Are you talking about the humanitarian money that is made for the poor that Betedu transferred to her account up to today? Nobody is talking about that. Are you talking about the budget pardoned by senators that someone speak and they suspended him? Are you talking about what is going on that if anybody speak in the House of Representatives or House of Senate, they suspend the person or they remove the person from the seat? Are you talking about the 15 billion or 20 billion VP house under this poverty regime? You said one day that Nigeria cannot change and one day that it will take time. Where is the move to change Nigeria? Before you speak, you talk. As I said, I don't have any issue with you. Your husband, I respect him so much. Me, I know they respect politicians, but your husband, I they respect him. I know why they respect him. Even when your husband was talking about when he was fighting for this Anioma state, and one of the first person that supported it, that promoted his idea, and so on and so forth. Because the man always, talk about the betterment and the good of the people. When he was talking about why Nigerians should carry guns because of insecurity, I see reasons to it. So your husband has been making move that favors the masses, and we are taking note of that. So do not come and use this your statement to scatter everything that your husband has been laboring for. People are not happy with you. If I have personal contact with you, I will ask you to apologize to the public. Forget about pride now. Take your pride down. People are going to store this for you. Apologize and let us move on. It is very important. Now, I know that maybe it might be somehow heavy for you to apologize, but let me tell you and let me give you some advice on how to apologize. You made a video, right? That triggers everybody. Okay. You don't need a video to apologize. You can make it as a write-up. Do a write-up and ask people not to be angry. The waving of Russia flag in Nigeria is about international politics. The people you are trying to defend, I know you say you are not defending the politicians, they are the one who make sure that the border is porous that make people from Niger Republic to come to Nigeria. Half of the population in northern Nigeria are from Niger Republic. And you know that Niger Republic is loyal to Russia. International politics is what is playing on there. And you should understand what is playing on. Who caused it? These politicians caused it. So, if another thing I want to say, despite you are a wife of a senator and people respect you so much, and I respect your husband, you should also know how to speak in favor of the public. You're a public figure. This is what I mean. When government are bringing false policies, even though you are part of the government, learn how to speak against the government policies in a way that it will not be detrimental to your husband, it will not be detrimental to the public. Common sense is very important. If you have been standing in the side of the public, when people are suffering, you come, you talk about what is going on, there is hardship in the land, this. When you speak this one, they say, okay, she used to speak like this before. Nobody is, hearing from you about all these things that has been going on. The last time we met, we did not talk. It was during an election when you were campaigning for your husband. And I told you that your husband is going to win because your husband is a good person. Despite the wave of Labour Party and so on and so forth, people still love your husband because your husband is not a troublemaker and your husband is very close to the masses. Very, very close to the masses. So my advice for you is that just try your best and tender apologies to the public. Public not they eat people, we not they chop people. But time will come. This thing when you talk, we go remember and for you. Forget that we love your husband. We go remember and for you. Better apologize now. If you don't know how to apologize, let me invite you and apologize through any platform. Alright, just do the write-up. Do the write-up I ask you to do. When you do the write-up, people will see it and forget about it. And the part I want you to apologize for is the part of calling us ignorant. Because I take it that you call us ignorance. You understand? People you are calling ignorant, they are not ignorant too. You said ignorant Nigerians. When it comes to education, you are not more educated than us. When it comes to wealth, most Nigerians, you are not wealthy than them. It comes to age, you are not older than them. So in all ramification, you are not the best, you are not the last, you are not the first, you are not the last. So for you to call Nigerians ignorant, you have to apologize. And I rest my case.